Hello, I'm Will Williamson of the JDR Group, and Monday to Friday I'm out round about the country meeting with business owners and talking about all things to do with sales, marketing and growth. Today I'm on my way from Aylesbury to Colville, from seeing one client to another, and I wanted to talk to you about the challenges of growing a business. The client I've just come from is a contracting business, and they've just gone through a very, very, very difficult period. And as I said, it's really difficult to grow a business. There are so many different elements to it, and you get growing pains between taking more work on, making sure you've got the staff to cover that work, making sure you've got the time to be able to oversee everything, making sure nothing goes wrong, and the better you get, the busier you get, the harder it is to keep up. And this particular client, they've had a few staff challenges, they've been getting really, really, really busy, and the business owner is a contractor himself. Originally, he's come up through the business from the tools, and when you've done that, you naturally gravitate towards the work side of the business, actually the getting the jobs and getting the jobs done right, and it means you have high standards. You expect things to be done to a certain level. You can want to try and kind of keep control over everything, so delegation can become an issue, and the challenges that come with all that is that you can end up spreading yourself so thin that you just end up getting little problems occurring here, there and everywhere, and you end up putting fires out, chasing your tail, trying to deal all with the quotes himself, trying to oversee all the jobs personally, and ending up at a point where the business is running you rather than you running the business. And that happens quite frequently, particularly with these types of businesses, serviced contracting type companies. So there's two main things that I think are really important to take out of that experience. Aside from the fact that just to recognise it is difficult, it is not easy, and people that grow successful businesses and run successful businesses, they deserve all the rewards that come with it. It is not an easy thing to do. But two things that you can do that alleviate that problem or help alleviate that problem. So one of those is to invest early in staff. So to hire before you need to hire, to take people on and start developing them, even if you don't have the work for them now. And it creates the need to then go out and win the work. If you take on the work, get stretched really thin, it creates loads and loads of problems. Unless you've got good subcontractors or outsourcers that you can kind of alleviate the challenges, if you get really, really busy, it can become a problem. So employ early and proactively, and it's important when you take people on that you invest the right time, you give them the right systems, you give them the right tools to do the job well. And the second thing is, even when you're busy, the trap that you fall into is just dealing with the day-to-day, just dealing with the urgent things, just dealing with the most pressing things, and everything else can kind of fall by the wayside. And when things fall by the wayside, those things are quite often very, very important, and if you don't address them, then it stores up problems further down the line. So it's so important to block out time for things that matter. So to find time to block out, let's say, an hour in the morning every day for follow-ups and sales activity, an hour every day for marketing, or an hour every day working on the systems, or to just book out of your diary an afternoon so that you can deal with a particularly difficult staff problem, or that you can sort out your CRM system or your account system, which is costing, day by day, is costing time, but you don't have the time to fix it. Well, make the time to fix it, and then you will save yourself all those little bits of time going forward. And you have to just block time out, even if that puts pressure on other areas. You have to ensure that the important things get done as well as the urgent things get done. So I hope that's useful, and I also hope that you understand that in JDR we've built a business as well, and know what it's like to have to deal with all of those challenges, and understand that in a small business, yes, it's not easy, but there are things that you can do that help manage and alleviate the challenges that come with building and growing a business. So I hope that was useful. It's great to speak to you. I'm now on the M40 heading north, so got a long drive ahead of me, and thanks for joining me, and I look forward to speaking to you again very soon.